or Meta. Okay, but before I continue, can you see that? That's the president of the Philippines. Can you take that down right now? Or you need to fact check? And everybody knows that's a lie. That's deep fake post. And you know that. And why are you not taking it down? So you need a fact check? For crying out loud. God damn. Please answer. Our president is being disrespected here.
Yeah. Allow me, Mr. Chairperson. For this particular content, I think it's already been in process.
In process?
In process of
Son of a gun. Why not take it down immediately?
Again, it has
That's
to go through the
bullshit.
stages, but we are in the process of
No,
addressing this
no, it's
content.
being sandali lang, sir. No, I'm not gonna buy it, Mr. Mustafa.
Mhm.
You know for a fact that that's a lie, that's fake news. Why would the president of the Republic of the Philippines be disrespected like this and you allow it?
Okay.
And everybody knows that's a lie. And you know that's a lie. But you said there's a process before this will be taken down. Shame on you. Okay. The ACT would like to say something, Secretary, Mr. Chair, your indulgence.
Commissioner Secretary Henry Aguda, sir.
Mr. Chair,
Opo.
Sir Senator, with this specific post, and I can vouch for this one of the very few times na medyo mabilis na may action nila, they took it down because this is blatant, deepfake, and fake news, definitely. I haven't met Mr. Mustafa yet, first time seeing him, but I've been interacting with Attorney Gio since last week. In fairness, since Attorney Gio joined, kasi nawalan sila, Mr. Chair, ng regulatory head. Yung regulatory head nila lumipat. Since Attorney Gio joined, medyo bumilis. But that's my concern. Parang nagiging hindi system-driven ba? Depende sino kausap mo. So, medyo nag-okay ng konti, pero hindi pa rin dun sa level na gusto po natin, Mr.
Well, Secretary Aguda, no, it's been 1.5 weeks now.
Yes,
February 2, it was posted.
that's right.
And until now, it's still there. And he said it's being processed. Come on, take it down, Mr. Mustafa. Our president is being disrespected blatantly. And you're not doing anything about it, and you said you're still processing it? Come on, take it down. God damn it.
Mr. Chairperson, I think based on the latest information I received, it's already been addressed, so it's already been taken
But
down.
it's not being taken down. It's still in there right now, even while we speak. It's still there.
We'll take
Take it down already.
We'll take a long to verify whether it's been taken down or not. But what we understand it's already been taken down. Might be some other assets that still have this, so that we have to adjust that as well. So once we've taken down particular content that's violating, then we can obviously expand it to other content that has the identical type of
But
misinformation.
Mr. Mustafa, that's a blatant attack against our president.
Yeah.
Not just an ordinary a person.
Yeah.
It's the president, it's the leadership of our country that's being attacked blatantly, and you're not doing anything about it. You let it go, and you said it's being processed, and there's a process, and there's a fact checking, et cetera, et cetera. No. You know for a fact that that's fake, the fake post. You should take it down immediately. Why allow it to go for more than a week?
Taken it down, but if there are identical content that are exactly like that, we will definitely take it.
Attorney Ching Song, you're a Filipino, right? Kung Pilipino ka, patigdan mo na yon yung Pangulo natin binabastos.
Sir, just to report, Mr. Chair, Mr. Senator, thank you for the time. May sa government reporting channel po, report po ito sa amin ng DICT. And upon reporting, all the links, the URLs that had this content were immediately taken down, Mr. Chair. And we did a sweep, an initial sweep after it was first taken down. Posible po na pre-post po ito with the different account, but definitely
No, sir, 1.5 weeks na yung pinakita ng picture. February 2 na post, hanggang ngayon, andun pa rin yung post na yun.
Mr. Chair, may we ask po for the link and we'll immediately take it down.
Thank you.
Salamat.
Yun lang.
Yun lang ang kailangan namin. So, sumabahaba pa si Mr. Mustafa parang mustach. Parang gulay to I'm sorry, Mr. Mustafa. I'm sorry. I apologize to you and to the chairman of this committee because I'm being emotional. I can't take it anymore. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired seeing all these deep fake posts, fake news, and you guys are not doing anything about it when in fact it's in your hands. You have the power to take it down, but you don't want to use that power. And that really what pisses me off, sir.
My brother Bernie Mustafa, what we are trying to say is all of this fake news is messing our country so much. It is one way of begging you to do something, brother, because this is too much already. Too much of this is not helping our country, and too much brainwashing, too much of everything. So really rely on you on this to help us, brother. Thank you. Sir, Secretary Henry, ano po ba ang aksyon natin dito sa mga fake news na ito kasi ang alam ko didak na tayo, di ba? Gusto na ng presidente din talaga ito matapos. Ano po ba ang aksyon ng DICT po?
Mr. Chair, with your permission, I have a short opening statement lang naman.
Kahit mahaba, sir, basta matapos natin yung deepfake. Oh,
So, Mr. Chair, mga iginagalang na senador, magandang umaga po. Ang pagdinig natin ngayong araw ay naglantad ng isang mahalagang katotohanan. Ang fake news ay hindi lang usapin ng pananalita o opinyon. Ito ay nagsisilbi ngayong gateway crime po. Ang fake news sa internet ay hindi basta maling balita. Kadalasan, ito ang simula ng mas malaking krimen. Dito nagsisimula ang panlilinlang na humihila sa mga tao, lalo na sa mga kabataan po, papunta sa illegal na sugal online, mga financial scam, at sa bandang huli sa pag-abuso at pagsasamantala ng mga bata po online. And Mr. Chairman, isipin nyo lang po, bakit hirap ang Meta na tanggalin to? Negosyo po nila to. Ang negosyo po nila, ganito po kalaki kinikita nila. Between 20 to 30 billion sa Pilipinas po. Tanungin nyo na lang po magkano tax binayad nila. Kayo na lang po, Mr. Chairman, tanong yan. Ang kumikita nila para sa tambayan po, sa bawat 10, ganito po ang business model ng mga social media platform. Views translates into ad revenue. So kumikita sila sa ad revenue. Siyempre, pag maraming nanonood ng isang bagay, mas makakapagbenta ka ng ad revenue. Ito po ay pagsasaliksik lang po namin, sa bawat 10 views po, kumikita sila ng piso. Kaya po, kung lalo na sa inyo, Mr. Senator, 20 million followers, tignan nyo na lang po yan. Pagka 20 million ang tumingin sa inyo, 20 million pesos kagad kinita nila in potential ad views. Ganyan po natin tignan yan. And bakit po si TikTok, madaling kausap? Patunayan ko rin po yan. Nung kinausap ko TikTok, wala akong problema sa kanila. Hindi ganun kalaki ad revenues nila. So dalawa pong platform ang malaki ang ad revenues natin. Facebook, under Meta, YouTube, under Google. Pinagkakakitaan po tayo sa bawat pagtingin natin sa content nila. May content na maganda, kaso nga lang, fake news sells fast eh. Dahil dito, buong-buo ang suporta ng DICT po sa isang komprehensibong batas na tutugon sa fake news, magproprotekta sa mga bata at maglilinaw sa accountability ng mga platform. May mga konting suggestion po kami. At ito po na may napag-usapan din po kahapon sa LEDAC, yung iba po nito. Mr. Chair, magalang po naming i-rekomenda sa committee na isama ang mga sumusunod na probisyon sa pagbuo ng committee report po. Una, mandatory local legal presence sa mga platforms. Dapat po nasa jurisdiction natin sila. Kami po naman sa CICC, kasama po ang mga law enforcement agency, hindi po namin sila mabot. Ang nagagawa lang po namin, pag blatant na talaga, kasama ko po si Commissioner Ella, blocking po. So, binablock namin. Para lang maintindihan po ng mga tao, pag nag-block po kami ng Facebook, hindi nyo makikita buong Facebook. Tatamaan po dyan yung mga nagkakalakal na kababayan po natin, na disente naman na nagnenegosyo. Kaya hirap po kami. Hindi namin madukot yung content, hindi namin madukot yung account holder sa loob po ng platform. Kailangan po sila yon. Kaya kami naman po, pag nangyari yan, meron nga yung community standards, pero minsan di sila sumusunod. Pangalawa po, notice and action mechanism na may due process. Notice, pag binigay namin, huwag na sila makidebate. Ang sabi nga po kanina, bakit ba yung naargabyado ang magpapatunay na naargabyado siya? Yung fake news na nga eh. Diba? Pangatlo po, penalties for willful inaction pagkatapos ng notice. Pag nagbigay po tayo ng notice from a verified source na fake talaga yan, huwag nyo nang ipasa sa fact checker. Pampatagal lang po yan. Tandaan nyo po, 10 views, piso ang kita niyan. So, i-delay lang po nila yan. Pang-apat, sana po makabuo tayo ng tinatawag natin na Digital Safety Authority na naka-attach. Sana po, kung pagpapamanyum nyo po sa DICT. Isa po ang halimbawa nito na ginawa na natin before, yung Optical Media Board. Yung Optical Media Board, binabantayan po nila yung mga napapanood nyo sa DVD, CD, VHS. Sana ganun din po tayo sa content. Dapat makita rin po natin kung angkop po sa kabataan at sa main population po yung mga content. Yung mga content po na hindi angkop dapat po hindi pinapayagan. Panglima at panghuli po, mas malakas na age-based protection para sa mga bata. Ginawa na po yan sa Australia, ginawa na po siya sa France, sa Spain. Ang ibig pong sabihin nito, kapag minor, huwag nating i-expose masyado sa social media dahil yung sa pag-aaral po, kita na natin incidents of bullying, incidents of suicide, incidents of USAID. Huwag na po natin pabayaan na may isa pang kabataang mabibiktima dahil dyan. Mas maganda po na may parental guidance po ang paggamit po ng social media. Mas maganda rin po bumalik ang mga kabataan natin sa pagbabasa ng libro. Dahil at sa sports at balik po tayo sa mga nakagawian po natin. Opo. Kapag pababayaan natin ang fake news, hindi lang maling impormasyon ang kakalat, krimen ang susunod. At hindi lang po yan. Mahilig po sila sa tinatawag natin na rage bait. Rage bait po, gustong-gusto po nila pinag-aaway ang mga tao. Ang social media naman po, ginawa po yan para magsama-sama ang mga tao eh. Ngayon, na nangyayari, pag pinabayaan mo ang social media, nag-aaway-away na po tayo. May mga mag-asawa, mag-aaway dahil na rage bait yung opinion. Huwag naman po, dahil pagkaganyan ng ating lipunan, wala na lang mangyari kundi mag-aaway na lang tayo. So, let the social media be naman a tool for bringing people together. Ngayon na po ang panahon para kumilos habang may momentum, nagkakaisa ang ating mga diwa, at malinaw na malinaw po ang hiling po ng taong bayan. Nag-survey na po kami at nag-consultation na rin po kami. 7 out of 10 ng nakausap namin gusto talaga i-regulate to. May isa na lang po akong dagdag para malaman nyo po yung negosyo nito. Natanong po ni Senate President, bakit ba hindi natin pwede i-verify yung mga tao dyan? Pwede naman po. Yun nga lang, and these are our friends from Facebook, bakit kailangan ka magbayad para ma-verify ka na totoong tao? So, ibig sabihin nun, pag hindi ka totoong tao, libre ka. Pag ayaw mong pakita yung personality mo dahil baka may gagawin ka na hindi ka nais-nais, libre ka. Bakit pag totoong tao ka at gusto mong masabi sa buong mundo, ako po, si Henry Aguda, may checkmark po ako. Bakit ako kailangan magbayad? Hindi ba dapat pwede ko i-volunteer? Yun lang po, Mr. Chair, ang namin, ang opening statement po namin.
Maraming salamat po. Napakaganda po. Nakausap niyo na po ba ang Meta tungkol dito? Ako sa mga bagay na to.
Nako,
Opo.
Mr. Chair, ano ko po yan? Ay, nako, best friend ko po yan. Para po kaming frenemies. Kung i-share ko lang po. Last year po kasi, nandun din po ako sa Comelec Advisory Council. So kami rin po yung nagbabantay ng automated election. So sinuwerte po ako at na-appoint po ako bago mag-Mayo. So, ang daming fake news kumakalat. Kailangan pong bantayan natin ang election process from fake news kasi nakakagulo eh. Ang dami po. At umabot na po ako sa punto na sumulat po ako mismo kay Mr. Mark Zuckerberg. Sumagot naman po. Ay, hindi sa Facebook. Nagpadala po ako ng traditional postmail. Papakita ko po sa inyo. Kakaiba nga eh. Sa Facebook, hindi po siya sumugot diretso. Pero nagpadala po siya ng mga emisaryo. Medyo humupa. Pero yun po yung nakikita namin. Pagka ganyan, nagtutulak ako, huhupa, tapos biglang, siguro, pag nangangailangan ng revenue, tataas ulit. Negosyo po yan. Mahirap po ang trabaho nilang dalawa. Kasi po, ang may control dyan, yung mga boss nila, na sumasagot, magkano ba kita natin ngayon? Yun ang problema po dyan.
Now, naintindihan ko na nga yung sinasabi ni Secretary Aguda. I do agree with him totally. Pero may magagawa naman sila. Pwede naman silang magsalita doon sa kanilang mga boss. Sabihin nila, ito kasi ang sitwasyon sa Pilipinas, ito yung kultura, iba ito kaysa sa mga ibang bansa. They can always pitch that kind of thing doon sa mga bosses nila sa Meta. But they're not doing it because they're afraid. So in that case, hindi sila karapat-dapat sa posisyon. Ito si Mr. Mustafa. So hindi niya pala kayang i-vouch tayo doon sa boss niya sa Meta. See? So I have nothing against Mr. Tingson. I have met Mr. Tingson. He's okay. He's an okay guy. But Mr. Mustafa, I'm sorry. This is the first time I've seen your face. Really. I don't have anything personal against you. But please do your job. Please help us. Like what the Senator Chairman said earlier. Please help us. You know, especially, this is the political season where so many people out there willing to attack for a fee, attack any politicians they will deem as an enemy in the coming elections. So you have to maybe make your community standards stricter. That should apply to everybody. Like what Secretary Aguda said. It seems to us, now I understand, that you're all money. That's why, what's it? Sucker.
Mr. Mark Zuckerberg.
Mr. Mark Zucker, tell Mr. Zuckerberg to please, come on, just don't think about money. He's already one of the richest guy in the planet. You know, he doesn't have to be richer because of attacking Filipino politicians or Filipino personalities. I know he doesn't need that much money, but he can help us by, you know, making sure that fake news is not going to be allowed here in the Philippines. And the Filipino people are being protected because I know for a fact, I think Filipinos, the Philippines is number 1 or number 2 Facebook user in the world. Is it number 2 or number 3?
Is it 1 or 2? It's definitely one of the biggest, Mr.
Wow.
Chair. Oo, kaya they love it here. Eh.
They love it. They love the Philippines because they make so much money, tons of money from the Facebook users in the Philippines. I think they make money out of these scammers, out of the fake news
Parang ang analysis,
perpetrators.
Mr. Chair, ang analysis ko po dyan, parang meron kang mall. Di ba kailangan maganda yung advertisement mo sa labas ng mall? Pagka yung advertisement mo din is yung catchy na catchy. Halimbawa, let's say something na maiinganyo mga punta. So pagpasok mo sa mall, ayun, doon ka nabebentahan ng mga bigat.
Mr. Secretary Aguda, Mr. Chair, yung sinabi ni Secretary Aguda, swak na swak yung rage bait.
Mhm.
Yung bang init ang ulo mo parang, uy, nag-aaway to ah. Merong away to mag-messaging sila, maraming papasok. Malaking kita ng Meta. Example lang nga sa akin, hindi ko nabanggitin yung pinag-aaway ako ng dating presidente ng Pilipinas. May sinabi raw ako dun sa dating presidente ng Pilipinas. Wala naman ako sinabi. Syempre, mataas ang views. Ang daming views, pinuputakti. Kasi sabi, uy, mag-aaway tong senador at itong dating presidente, pinag-aaway kami. Ayaw i-take down nila kasi sabi ni Secretary Aguda, hanggat hindi nila tinitake down, lalong tumataas ang views. Katulad yan, o yung ating presidente, disrespect, nakahubad, tapos merong hinihitit kung ano man yun. Gustong-gusto ng mga Pilipino yun, ng mga loko-loko, ay maganda to, chismis to. O, ayaw nila i-take down kasi sayang din yung kikitain na sabi niya, piso kada 10 views. Kasi itong si Zuckerberg, puro pera nasa isip. You know? But sir, I'm sorry, I'm really hurt on behalf of other Filipinos. The President of the Republic is being disrespected on social media, and you guys have the power to do something and take it down, but you're not. So it hurts us, especially me, because like I said, I'm a Facebook user and I've been with you for more than 10 years, and now I have 22 million followers. But I'm not making money from my Facebook account, mind you. I'm not. You guys are making. No, my Facebook account, 20 million, is not monetized. I never earned a single penny from my Facebook account, but Facebook does by the millions. You know that, sir. Yeah.